Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Buffalo Bills. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Bills at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Hey, home.
Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Room here to run. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills 7, Cardinals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Cook again. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Eventually, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Round 80.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To the air, Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Murray to air it out again. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Play action. Now it's Allen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Birch just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. To throw, it's Allen. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 51 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Here's Murray. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And the Cardinals first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. But how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, Allen. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Regular.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Now the former Hurricane, David Martinez.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. That is caught. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Just have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
All 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's got McBride. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done.